I'm going to start with the hurricane because just looking at the latest headlines, it looks like it's headed kind of right for the Houston area. I imagine you must have a lot of properties in its path. I think we can even show our viewers that. What is happening down there? How are you guys preparing for this?
You know, it's kind of interesting right now because I have so much in the Houston area and amusement parks, the Kima Boardwalk, the Pleasure Pier, a bunch of hotels, 7 hotels in the area, and don't even talk about how many restaurants. But then you've got Lake Charles, which is shut down now. The Gaming Commission just shut us down, and all the light company people have moved in to restore power. They've got 350 rooms. So if it cuts right in the middle, maybe I'll get lucky. But if it goes a little west or a little east, I'm going to get either buried in Lake Charles or the Houston-Galveston area where we have so many different properties. We have over 130 properties in the Houston-Galveston area between hotels and restaurants.
Are you saying to God, like, what did I do this year? Why me?
Believe it or not, I am. But you know what? As long as everybody stays healthy, everything that's physical we can always fix, and that's always the outlook we've always had for hurricanes down here. We've been through so many. We've been so demolished before. But it is hard to believe that this is all happening the same year. And, you know, right when the kids are going back to school and business was still pretty good because they're not going back until after Labor Day.
So what are the latest trends down there? Because some of the data, Tillman, on the economy lately is a little more encouraging. We had Redbook weekly retail sales. They finally turned positive year on year. You know, we've had the housing data that's really strong. Even just some of the high frequency stuff, the TSA flyer checks, open table restaurant numbers. It shows even with the spread of COVID in the South and West, the economy's doing okay because we haven't had these mass shutdowns. How would you characterize things?
It's definitely better. I mean, you're in the restaurant industry, you're still negative double digits, you know, still even where you're open, you know, 35, 40%, because you're only 50% in Texas. So on your busy nights, you cannot fill up your restaurants. But you could if you could open up. And still most of the states are very few are at 100%. And as you know, California, you can only patio dine. And in New York, you can only patio dine. But even in Chicago, which has been very conservative, they're even saying that we're at 25%. And when we get down to 100 cases a day, we're going to let you go to 50%. The mayor of New York, nothing. No guidance whatsoever. It's almost like he wants his legacy to be, I want everybody to move out of New York. I don't want this city to survive, because he is doing absolutely nothing to communicate with people in the industry or anybody. It's the most amazing thing that I've ever seen from Democrats and Republicans alike saying, I don't know what's happening to our city. I don't know what this guy's legacy he wants it to be, because obviously he doesn't care about New York City.
Well, you sort of previewed my question to you, Tillman. In New York, where there is no indoor dining, there is no prospect of indoor dining. They haven't told you where the goalposts are. And yet in New York State and New York City, the case count is way down. The hospitalizations are way down. We've gone days with maybe 1 or 2 deaths across the entire state. I know a lot of people must be thinking, and you among them, what the hell are you waiting for? What the hell are you waiting for? And if
that is right? Where we all are, 100%. And you got to remember, I have restaurants in other parts of New York. I mean, I'm up in the Hamptons, I'm in Great Neck, I'm all over. But not in New York City. Our mayor has decided that I want to see as many businesses as possible go out of business. He has no idea now what he is doing to the industry and these poor workers that cannot work, that are no longer getting the $600 stimulus. But you know what? Mayor de Blasio hasn't missed a check. So he doesn't care about everybody else. He talks about, I was the mayor of the people. He is not the mayor of the people. It is all about himself, and for some reason, he does not care about New York, because all he has to do is let us open up, and if there's any rise at all in cases, shut us back down again. I have no idea what he's thinking.